Well, I guess I may as well get this thing recorded. This is the video for the 26th of November, and the title is The Difference Between Info and Disinfo. In a way, I should probably leave the blurb blank. With all the confusion, there is no difference between the two. Everyone has his or her perspective, as I witnessed firsthand at the Thanksgiving celebration yesterday. I heard about why we should not have voted for Trump, as well as reasons to dismiss Hillary. It was even suggested that the only reasonable vote would have been for a third-party candidate. Personally, I voted by not voting. Of course, these are opinions. Everyone has one, most people anyway. To me, info is what can be confirmed, which is also a challenge to those who dismiss visible reality as illusion. To them, info is a totally different reality than what we currently and commonly experience. I guess, in a sense, there is no difference at all, only perspectives. Indeed, I'm glad I had the opportunity to be in a group of people where we were just sitting around and talking about things, because, of course, when you do that, there's lots of different ideas expressed. And I would say that probably at least my perception that most of the people there do not like Donald Trump, unlike the group that I go to or have been going to for a long time on Friday nights, where pretty much everybody is in the pro-Trump camp. In this case, I think there were quite a few people leaning toward Hillary or nobody at all, or the third-party candidate. I guess I was the nobody at all one. I don't remember anybody coming out and saying, well, I just couldn't vote for either candidate. I think most people that were there that I was talking with actually did vote for either or Trump or Hillary or the third-party candidate that I was told, you know, if enough people voted for the third-party candidate, we could get them in the debates and they would have a party listed, you know, instead of just a no party. You know, you have to get 6% of the votes in all 50 states in order to actually get on the ballot. I was told that that's the way it works. Now, whether it is or not, I haven't confirmed that and wouldn't even know how to go about confirming it, because it's hard, as I understand it, as I'm witnessing it, to view anything as factual. You know, everybody has a perspective and a bent on what reality is, what facts are. And everybody believes their particular viewpoint is right. I know, I've been there. I've been there for most of my life. I believed a spiritual vision of what I wanted reality to be for the world to be reality. Well, that's the reality, and I'm sorry, this other thing that we're messing with, this unreality, isn't the real truth. Well, which is the real truth? Is it the real truth, that which manifests and that which we experience, or is the real truth that which we imagine or want it to be? This is the dilemma that we face as humans, that I face. And I have come to the place in my life since losing my home earlier in the year, as I keep harping on, of examining everything that I've ever believed. Because obviously, to me, the belief that the New World Order, as in not Bush's New World Order, but as in a spiritual New World Order, was going to happen at the latest by 2012. At the latest. And here it is, almost 2017, and it still hasn't happened. And will it ever happen? I don't know. As you've known, if you've been listening to recent videos, I even come to the point of questioning God. Now, some people say we've got to learn that we are God. And I agree that we have to come to the place where we recognize that we have a divinity or a divine nature within us, but we also have a nature that rebels against that. And that's part of the human experience. That's part of our existential reality, if you will. And so we all are in a place, especially at this time, where we are wrestling with ideas. And that's all they are, is ideas. I can't say for sure that anything I've ever believed is right because it didn't manifest. It did not manifest. And manifestation makes it reality. That's just bottom line. It's common sense. That which actually manifests is reality. That's the experience. That's the bottom line truth. Whether we like it or not, whether we agree with it or not, it is what we experience. But yet, people living on the same planet look at the world totally different. I mean, I've seen that in having some discussions with individuals both at that Thanksgiving thing and at other times in recent days, where the idea of what reality is totally different. I was challenged in one such discussion. How would I feel if I were one of the gay, lesbian, transgendered individuals? And how would I feel if I was coming not just a perspective of what they might feel, but how I would feel if I was them? And I forget the word that was used in that conversation. But I'm not one of them. I'm a heterosexual male. I'm white. I've grown up in an American culture. I've had certain spiritual experiences throughout my life. I have a belief system that has undergone metamorphosis throughout my life, but not to the extent that I didn't believe in God till. And even now, when I say God lied, and I'd slap God in the face, even that is very foreign to me to even come to that point. So, folks, we are in a transitional state, I hope. And how it's going to play out is, quite frankly, anybody's guess. I can no longer speak as if I have any inside track on how things are going to be. I'd like to not think it's just random and happenstance. I'd like to think there's a real plan to really do something positive. But even what is positive and what is negative is perception. People that are very narrow-minded think that Trump's victory was a very, very good thing. And I've listened to some videos of fundamentalist Christians that sound like Hitler and sound like a very dogmatic person that would want to just simply wipe away all opposition. And I mean, even in one of the rallies, I don't know if I had mentioned that in the previous video or not, but one of the rallies, they were even going Heil Hitler, like about Trump. They were seeing Trump as a Hitler. This is a scary thought from my perspective. But Hitler was obviously well liked by many of the Germans during his era, and many of the Nazis actually infiltrated the United States government because the United States government was, in a sense, or the financial people were supporting Hitler. So there's a lot of craziness in the world. And I'd like to see it end, or I'd like to see me end. Because I don't want to continue my existence on a planet of deception, lies, and complete disinformation. I'd like there to be a foundation of truth, if that's at all possible. Thank you for listening, and namaste.